Chucky Boy was beginning to think this thing got canceled. Thank God it didn't, and we have so much information to talk about. Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood Chucky Boy here to bring you another Chucky update. It's been so long since we've talked about OG Charles Lee Ray Chucky. I wanted to come out here wearing my Chucky outfit, but somebody had to lose it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I need me a new Tiffany. But what we are going to be discussing today is that it was finally announced that this TV series has been greenlit and set to go by the SYFY channel. This is the Chucky TV series that will be following original Brad Dourif voice Chucky Charles Lee Ray. It'll be premiering on the SYFY channel, and I guess it hadn't been greenlit until now for a full series order. But now we actually have a plot and details of what will be going down in this show, so I need you guys to drop a Chucky like down below and comment what you're most excited about from all the information we've gotten, because this thing is finally happening and it's just a good time to be a Chucky fan. Okay, so the first thing I actually noticed from this Hollywood Reporter article is that they seem to have changed the name of the TV series. Now, if you don't know, originally the series was going to be named Child's Play the TV series. It had been a long time since the third Child's Play movie since the franchise was known as Child's Play. Up until that point, the name changed to blank of Chucky. You know, whether it was Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, Curse of Chucky. But I guess Don Mancini wanted to go back to that original name and own it for himself. And then we got the remake. And look, say what you want, I am a fan of both. I really enjoyed the remake, and I really love my original Chucky. Those type of people live out there, and there's no reason for me to choose, especially since they're very different from one another. So come on, let's just all love Chucky equally, okay? But on the side of that, Don Mancini was not very happy with that remake and the fact that they were using his name, the Child's Play name that is, and most likely he didn't want to be associated with that, so he changed the name now to Chucky, which I guess is fine. I was really excited for it to be named Child's Play TV series, but according to this article, right now it is just named Chucky, the TV series, I guess. I would have gone with the name Good Guy. I think that could have been a good name. There's a lot of TV shows out there with the word good in it. Good Place, Good Girls, Good Doctor. Good Guy. But now to some of the real juicy substance of what is going on, the official plot for this television series and what we can expect from season 1. Here goes. The new Chucky will explore the horror that unfolds in a small idyllic American town after a vintage Chucky doll turns up at a suburban yard sale, and the chaos that ensues when a series of murders exposes the town's hypocrisy and secrets. Meanwhile, the arrival of enemies and allies from Chucky's past threatens to expose the truth behind the slaying and as well as the doll's untold origins. What now? That is so much to digest from that simple plot. It has me all over untold origins. Okay, let's break it down a little bit at a time, because I see some articles already posting that this is technically a Chucky reboot. And I was like, whoa, a Chucky reboot? Boy, we just got one. What do you mean another one? But I guess some headlines are saying that because this series will be exploring an untold origin from Chucky. I thought the origin of Chucky was pretty well known, but I'm assuming we're getting the origin of Charles Lee Ray, the man before he jumped into the doll and the reason he turned out the way he was. Some of you more diehard Chucky fans out there might know a little bit of the backstory behind the late night shore strangler. If you read the novelization of Child's Play 2, I believe, it gave us some more detail about Charles Lee Ray. One, that his mother was a little person. I don't know if that's just irony or pointing to a future sake that eventually Charles Lee Ray would become a little person, but still, every great icon has an origin, so I hope it's not a lot of, oh, I was bullied as a kid, my parents neglected me, or I was just born that way. If they're really going to dive into the exact origins of Charles Lee Ray and why he is the way he is, oh man, I'm a little bit scared about that. I'm optimistic, but one thing that they introduced in Curse of Chucky, which, hey, I love that movie, that he has this completion disorder where once he starts something, he feels the need to finish it. More specifically, his victims, which was the main plot of that movie and why Chucky showed up at Nika's front door, because he had unfinished business with Nika's mother. So now this Chucky doll, that I like how they're calling it vintage, it is from the 80s, shows up at a yard sale at this small town, and Chucky's getting on revenge on, I don't know, his childhood bullies or his teacher, maybe his own parents. Obviously, there's going to be news reports as each killing goes down, and well, Andy Barkley, Kyle, heck, maybe even Tyler somewhere out, because this mentions allies from Chucky's past come showing up to the town, because if they see a news report of a good guy dog killing people, they're gonna believe it. This, I think, is setting up a really smart way for this TV series to play out, because my thinking was we were just gonna follow a different Chucky doll every episode, you know, because Chucky has that new power where he can summon to life as many good guy dolls as he wants and spread across the US. And each episode was gonna be sort of like a mini movie, and we just follow Chucky along. But I guess we're following this one specific doll, trying to finish off whoever it is, and then we have our iconic characters like an Andy Barkley or a Kyle or whoever else showing up to stop him. Maybe some people we don't even remember from the old movies. Believe it or not, this just sounds all so exciting, and my hand just rumbles around it like, what could be going on? What cool things will we see? There's a few things to worry about. I mean, of course, it's on television. It's not on a streaming platform, which I would have loved, but SYFY does tend to get away with a lot of gory, passing the line things. So I don't think there's a need to worry. There's just the fact that we might not have all that much cursing with this Chucky, which I mean is something we're gonna miss with our Charles Lee Ray. But getting back to the horror is something I'm really looking forward to. Also, what the effects are gonna look like in this, because do they have the budget for a Chucky doll to be there every episode? Or will he be possessing real life people and we'll just have to follow Charles Lee Ray in human bodies, which isn't as much fun? And also, are they gonna end off that story in the way they left us of Cult of Chucky? Which I am a fan of that movie, even though there's a lot of people out there who don't seem to like it. I really want to know where that story is headed. And oh my god, I'm just realizing right now, the new origin of Chucky could give us an episode of how Chucky met Tiffany. Bro, I mean, I want to see that, okay? I really would love to see the first date Charles Lee Ray and Tiffany went on. Tiffany was always talking about her crazy mother. She might even be in this TV series. But I really want to hear from you guys, the Chucky fans out there. Does this news put you happy? Does it make you feel like, okay, it's actually happening, it's not canceled? Because it was 2020 and I was like, where is this TV series? Where is the news? And it just got here. Anything and everything, you guys go ahead and leave me your thoughts down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chucky Boy. Take care.